Hi Aquarius, it's Rebecca with Being Human Tarot, here with your November 2018 reading. This month I'm reading with the Illis Tarot, which is a fun deck that kind of, all of the major arcana is 90s kind of like pop icons, mostly musicians, but some actors and other people in there as well. I grew up in the 90s as kids, so if you did too, then that could be a little bit of extra fun for you this month. However, the minors in this deck are all represented quite literally. So if there's if you draw the Five of Cups, it's just an image of actually 5 cups, not much else in there. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be, you will see it very soon. You won't have to keep it in mind. So it's not quite as pictorially interesting unless you draw a major or court card. So just, but the deck it's a lot of fun. And this month I'm sticking with the 3-card spread that I've been doing. I really like that one. So the first card indicates what to focus on this month. The second card indicates what to set aside for the month. And then the third card is an additional consideration for the month. So to get into your reading, oh, the cat just moved. For your card of what to focus on for the month, you drew the 9 of Pentacles. So you can see what I mean about the cards being quite literal. There is 9 Pentacles. But this is a great focus. Actually, the 9 of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards in the tarot, even though it's a minor, and so a lot of the majors tend to be these more higher level, big picture themes, and sometimes a bit more interesting than the minors, or at least they feel heavier than the minors. I love the 9 of Pentacles. And the Smith Rider-Waite, it's an image of this woman who's kind of like out in her garden, and she's got like the nine pentacles surrounding her. She's wearing kind of like a lavish dress, and she has like a falcon perched on her hand. I have a parrot, so I'm always I always love that card. But it's kind of standing for this woman who is very independent. She's very satisfied kind of with, in terms of material wealth. So she's taken care of financially. She's not in need of anything. Like, she's not hard up. I'm sure she needs other things. We all need things, right? But in this depiction, like, she's doing well in finances and kind of being comfortable and being surrounded by beautiful things that she enjoys for her life. So it's a very luxurious card. And so as a focus, it's really you, being like her this month. Like, so you have some good stuff coming your way. You should hopefully be feeling less stressed financially than at other times. And if you're not currently seeing that now, then hopefully it's like just around the bend. And so it's really kind of like, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but it's like the living your best life card in some ways. So it could be also this month that you're going on vacation. You're just you're enjoying the fruits of your labor, essentially. So and if you're not, it's a reminder that you need to make that time for yourself and do it, because we all need time off and to be kind of kicking back, resting on our laurels, and taking in some downtime. Obviously, we can't always do that. Vacations can be expensive. But if there's a way to incorporate this on even like a more minor level, taking care of yourself at home, like giving yourself a bath, maybe rather than like rushing through a shower, I mean, that's a very superficial example for this card, but just to try to make it relevant to daily things if you can't take the time to go on a vacation or something like that. For your card of what to set aside, you drew the Knight of the Knight of Swords. Who, I know this is the actress from Empire Records, but I don't remember what her name is, so I'm sorry, card. Sorry, Knight of Swords, but as a set aside, the Knight, it's kind of, the tarot is telling you to, even if you're feeling like you have a lot of new exciting thoughts, things you feel like sharing with people, because the Knights are all about movement, and the Knight of Swords in particular is sort of like, and sorry, I'm gonna have to, I'm not going to have to, but I'm going to choose to, for a lot of these cards, to reference the Smith Rider-Waite, even though this is a different deck, and I try to not do that so much because I'd prefer to read intuitively, and then I feel like it's more respectful to the deck at hand, but for something that has minors like this, it's necessary. So as I was saying, the Knight of Swords is the most motion-oriented of the four knights. He's like raring to take off, to go. And so it could be that you're feeling like you have a lot on your mind that you feel like sharing with people, a lot of ideas. But this card is in your position of set aside. And so you're not being called to share those ideas this month, which is hard. And it's not to say that those ideas aren't good, or like the things you feel like taking action on, you shouldn't be taking action on. It's not. It's just that sometimes timing is everything, as they say. And so it could be that next month is a better month. Maybe next month you'll be in a situation where you can talk about these things that you have on your mind, and it'll just be more aligned to kind of like for you to reap the benefits of that. So if you're feeling excitement, if you're feeling a lot of like mental energy around something, that's great. But just maybe don't act as fast and furious on it just yet. And for your card of additional consideration, you drew the Two of Pentacles. So you have a lot of pentacles this month, and the Two of Pentacles is about juggling a lot. It can also be about making decisions. It's about kind of going with the flow when you have a lot to do. So how it ties in with the Nine of Pentacles that you drew is it could be that you're feeling like you need to keep going. You need to do more than you actually should be doing, because your focus is to be like the Nine of Pentacles, which is more of like a reclined card. It's not an inactive card. It's not a lazy card. But it's someone who is able to appreciate, someone who's able to take a moment for themselves because of all their hard work. And so with the Two of Pentacles coming up as an additional consideration, the cards are kind of like reminding you that, I know this isn't in your set aside, but additional consideration can be interpreted kind of some different ways depending on the placements. And so if you're feeling like a bit of a workaholic, it's a reminder to kind of slow down. Embody this month, if possible. And I know that I keep saying, like, you know, slow down, take a break for yourself, and just financially that's not always feasible for everyone. So it's not to say go on some, luxury cruise. Obviously, be wise with the resources that you have, but also don't kind of like kill yourself trying to take on all the things and juggle all the stuff. If there are things that you can delegate to other people, other family members, so that you can have a little bit more of mental breathing room, now is a good month to do that, to kind of look where you can make more space for yourself so that you can be more like the Nine of Pentacles. So that's your reading for this month, Aquarius. I hope you liked it, and if you did, I hope you'll consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. I upload the suite of videos for all the signs before the 1st of every month, so you can look for those, and if you subscribe and then hit the bell icon next to subscribe, you'll be automatically uploaded. You won't be automatically uploaded. You'll be automatically notified. I always say that wrong. Once I do that, so you won't have to be kind of like checking in to see if the video has been uploaded or not, because you'll just know immediately. That's it for the month. I'm going to pause this and pan down so that you can see the 3 cards together just one last time, because sometimes holding them up is a little bit, you're not really getting the full picture of all the cards together, and you can soak it up a little bit differently, I feel like. So that's it. Bye, Aquarius. So as you can see, you've got your focus of the Nine of Pentacles, set aside of the Knight of Swords, and additional consideration of the Two of Pentacles. Thanks for tuning in.